Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
Hello.
Is there people here?
28 people. Wow.
28,000 of you.
All that stuff. Hey, boys.
What's up?
Hi.
Randy's back. He's on the mend, I take it.
Yeah, voice and stuff still a little screwed up, but
Minor crudage.
yeah, I'm like 75%. Getting
How you doing, Jimmy?
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Looks like it's
We got
wants to
weird
try to
holiday up here today.
Start being winter around here.
So, is it starting?
Yeah. Trees are sloughing their leaves and temperatures going down by, well, I think, what, by Thursday. Looks like we're in the 50s for our highs for the foreseeable future, so it's time to break out the goddamn snow shovels.
Send some of that shit down here. It's still like 85 fucking degrees up here. Down here.
It's starting to cool off up here. In the 60s, I guess.
It was humid as hell today. Which is fantastic when you already can't breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't no pussy. I went to work every day.
Of course you did. Well, let's see who's here. Cucumber. Brother, how are you? This guy.
This is Charvel #1 cucumber. It is not the first one I bought, but it is my #1, my favorite. So shut the fuck up.
Is that the latest one you just bought?
No, this is my wild card 3. My latest one I just bought is with Sir Willie, getting some pickups wound for it and a couple other modifications to make it look like a pre-pro. So
Very nice. I got Earl here. Not drinking anything, but I'm gonna go and get some, put some coffee on once we get rolling here. Darboard, what's up, brother?
what's up, Darren?
Miles,
What's up, Miles?
Chuck C.
Chuck.
Kurt's here for Randy.
Kurt.
Hey, babe.
Kurt.
Your good boyfriend's there. Sova, Christopher Live Sova. Yeah, what is it here?
The man, the myth, the legend.
Exactly.
Oh,
There you
is
go,
it?
Randy.
Is it in Atlanta? I bet it's not. So it don't do me no fucking good. They were here. I think they were here last week.
Huh.
Priest. I think they were here last week.
Alonzo.
Yo, what up, Alonzo? Work's been crazy. He's been doing some band practicing. I'll be following what Alonzo's putting down on the Instagrams.
Yeah, I like his stuff. Brother Joe, how are you, man?
Speaking of boyfriends, there's John's. What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe?
Two fat guys that are bald. Searching for Tone. Good to see you, brother.
What's up, Brian? Search for Tone Brian. I don't even have to try to do that voice now. What's up, Kush?
Kush.
Motherfucking monkey guitars.
I left my monster voice on.
Keith H, how you doing, brother?
What's up,
Kush,
Keith?
Kush, Chuck. I think we said Chuck. Yeah, we did. And Darbor, we said hello to him. We said Earl, yes.
We'll get to that, Chuck.
Papa Blue. Brother Yostinator, good to see you, brother.
Yost.
Yo, Yost.
No more sin.
My man. No man's land. It'll always be no man's land.
Exactly. I saw that and it's like, oh, fuck.
Takes me a minute to process that, and I just look at the avatar like, oh, I know who the fuck that is.
Exactly. Can't drive 55. How are you, my man?
What's up?
Brian Peterson. Brother Bo.
I know you already said something. What's up, Bo? What's up, Darren? It's funny. I was on the phone with 40 Grit last night, and he actually was talking about you. Good things, of course.
Auntie. That opening tune is Ryan's old band he was in.
Yep.
Brother Blue.
Bruh, I get sick. I get sick like once a year.
Randy's.
Now this fucker gets sick like anytime something new's going around and the wind's blowing. He gets it.
He catches it.
Oh yeah.
Brother Mark Spurgeon. Speaking of getting sick, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, Mark?
Not you, Mark. Me.
The Mark.
A lot of Mark here. Are you gonna? Your sick hands able to do it? Make that stretch?
I don't know. We'll see.
Welcome in, Dan. Good to see you. Some Mark, some Yost.
Yost is driving through Lincoln, Nebraska. 70 degrees.
Laz Guitars, how you doing?
What's up, Lars?
Lars, sorry. I saw Laz and then, never mind. You know where that went.
Music therapy asshole.
That guy, yeah. The bird killer. The bird whisperer.
That's cool. Yost is taking his 11-year-old boy to priest. Well, what priest? You're taking your 11-year-old boy to priest? To a priest or Judas Priest? I'm just kidding.
The priest.
In the Salt Lake City, his first real show. Hell yeah, man.
That's cool.
They were killer when I saw them last year, so.
Very nice. Now what?
I always need more gain, Joe.
More gain.
Let me say hey to Sammy. Did I miss it? What's up, Sammy? So I guess the biggest news on the guitar front today was You Know Who finally announced his own brand of guitars.
Got that idea from?
Different brand, same guitar.
Mr. Nuno Betancourt. Which,
So we
you
don't
know,
have a
I'm getting there. I'm ill prepared.
Universe exclusive.
I'm ill prepared. There's not much on the site, but you know, Alonzo says he meant to say me, but he said Ryan. Dude, I'm gonna go see Creed and Seven Dust in December. Right on, man.
Be a good show.
Yeah. Saw Creed and Seven Dust together in like '99.
Wow.
And Creed was the opener. Creed opened for Seven Dust. It was like right before Human Clay just blew the fuck up. It might have been '98. I don't remember. Yeah, the rumor on the street is G&L is closing up, which is kind of odd because they're doing like a bunch of custom shop stuff. So that's that they're promoting. So who knows?
Maybe they're rebranding.
I don't think they've. Have they officially said they're done, or is that just the rumor mill?
Well, I think that at this point it's an assumption. I mean, lots of guitar companies furlough their workers when they're either overstocked or shit kind of slows down, because that's what happens.
Right.
So we'll see. They haven't said anything set in stone. I mean,
I'll say they
Yeah.
just announced that limited edition Jerry Cantrell blue dress Rampage, 24 fret Rampage, like 2 weeks ago. So
I'll be back in about 10 minutes, boys. I gotta get the.
hold my comments on Phil McKnight. Rhett Shill, exactly. Fuck that guy. I know we're not big on talking shit about other channels, but fuck Rhett Shill. Can't stand that dude. He's even bigger shill in person. So what we were discussing a moment ago, this Nuno fella got his own new guitar line. If I do say so myself, this natural finish with the flame top and the bird's eye neck's pretty sexy. I don't know about the lines going through it. I mean, whatever. So he finally, you know, we saw his first one there at the Back to the Beginning show. And he's been playing that one and that one. I don't know if you can see my cursor. The two he's pictured with here in the middle. He's been playing both of those live here lately. I guess it's the Dark Horse and the White Stallion. And, I mean, that's pretty much it that they have on here. You can sign up for their email and shit and get updates because they're going to do pre-orders. So the question is, where are they made? Are there going to be different tiers of them? Are they going to be $2 grand, $5 grand, 10 grand, $800? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. So, but if they're fairly priced, I might give that White Stallion one there a go because I think that thing's sexy. But knowing what I know about Nuno guitars is the bodies on them are tiny. Which usually doesn't bode too well with me, but Nuno makes up for the tiny bodies, but he likes wide necks. I don't know if he still is, but at one point he was using 1 3/4 inch width nut width necks, which is the same as George Lynch and the early Warren DeMartini. Warren's first 3 Charvels, the Bloody Skull, the Cross Swords, and the Bomber were all 1 3/4. Width. And I like that. I like the wide necks. I don't really like narrow stuff. Y'all know all that. But yeah, that's the big news is the Nuno guitar thing. Really interested to see the price point on these and where he's having them made. So I assume the specs are going to be pretty similar to what he already has. Probably a Bill Lawrence in the bridge. And the fuck's he using the neck? 59? Didn't he do the dime bag thing? The Bill Lawrence 500 XL in the bridge and the 59 bridge in the neck?
I believe so.
So
At least on the bridge. Up. I mean,
well, we got this thing called
Washburn's
Google.
been
Washburn's been
had their-
pretty much
they've had their-
defunct for years now.
but I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who's ghost building them. I can't imagine that he's having them made in China or wherever the fuck. I'm sure they're
No.
ghost built by a reputable manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, I know Washburn was having, it was their Parallax series, I think they were making those in China. When those come out in like 2014 or something like that. When Washburn had its like resurgence with Randall around that time with Ola England and Mike Fortin joined on, built those amps, the Thrasher and the 667 and the Kirk Hammett amp. Nuno looked extremely high in the video he put out announcing these. Yeah, it's basically what he's already got, just with his name on it. Max server. Good to see you. Magic of Chinese manufacturing. Sammy Reynolds is putting the bets in now. They'll probably be between 2 and 3K.
Probably. I mean, you always start out by, here's the expensive one first. Then after everybody buys the shit out of those, and they're like, well, here's the. I mean, you always come with the lower priced line afterwards to keep the ball rolling.
Right. Yes, John went to go have a smoke and a pancake. I actually don't know where he went. He said where he was going, but I wasn't listening before the show. Nuno is ghost building them in his underground bunker. That'd be cool. Well, that wouldn't be cool either, because then he'd be like George Lynch and sell them for like $9,000 a guitar. That was some shit he put together out of some parts. Hey, look, it's Rico. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited to see what they got going on with that. Nuno's bunker is a 12-inch bong, 12-foot bong, 12-mile bong. Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like legit Floyd. Same pickups, and I don't know. I just really like the one they're calling the White Stallion. I don't really care about the other ones. So there's that. And the N4, I don't care. Just the White Stallion one. That's it.
I think that's the. That would be like one of the first versions with a figured top.
Yeah. Didn't they do a figured top on his Telly? He had that Telly-shaped one come out a couple years ago, and didn't they do one of those with like a flame top or a quilt top or something?
I have no idea. Tells you how much I pay attention to Washburn.
Yeah. Well, they had their little resurgence there for a couple years with Randall, and then they died. Hey, you're late.
Sorry, buddy.
Darren says, I know it's always been said that Warren's neck's at 1 3/4, but I remember WD's tech on 40 grit said it was wider than 1 3/4. I know he said it. Warren mistakenly said in a in that where he did the Orange Couch interview thing at the Music Zoo, they were like 1 3/8. I always thought he meant 1 3/4 when he said that. Yeah, there you go, Sammy, the Nelly.
She played the shit out of that one.
But is 1 3/8 wider than 1 3/4? I don't know that shit.
Yeah, 1 3/8 would be like, you know, a shovel handle. 3/8 is way, way, way small. It's like a banjo neck.
Yeah, it's like under a half-inch type thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
3/8 of an inch smaller than 1 3/4.
Yeah. I think he was nervous and mistakenly said the 1 3/8 and meant 1 3/4.
Or he could have been like Eddie Van Halen and just lied about it.
Well, you could see, well, if you ever watched that interview, which I know you probably won't, it's actually really cool. Yeah, he was pretty nervous there. Yeah, 1 3/8, and now I'm looking at it on a ruler. 1 3/8 is yeah, that ain't it.
Joe says when he had his first couple of bucks, he's decided between an N4 and an Axis. The N4 had much more comfortable body, but the Axis had the perfect profile. Axis won.
Maybe he meant to say 1 7/8. Holy fuck, that'd be wide.
It would be.
I mean, you can see pictures of them up close up here with an R3 nut on it, and it looked like about 1 3/4 to me, but it might have been 1 7/8. I know who would know.
Yeah, he's not here though.
Who? Willie?
Mike.
No, Willie would know.
He's not here either.
Nope, he's out of town. Why is all Dave all night texting me and calling me a twat?
He just sends me private Instagram messages.
Go
telling
get your
me that I'm
goddamn
Dave.
guitar, Dave.
He got it. He got it. And then he got a fucking stomach virus like 2 days later. You did not get that from me. You got that from somebody in your local Louisiana post office, bro. I didn't have no.
Often sputumed all over the guitar before
Yeah,
you
they
sent it.
probably stood in a circle coughing and crapping all over the fucking box.
Yeah, I didn't have a case of the poop and pukes.
It was all upper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, by Friday and Saturday were probably the worst I felt. I didn't do shit but stay in the bed all day Saturday and Sunday. Kind of started feeling human again yesterday when I got up, so. Oh, we're going to open this conversation up. Can't wait for the Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Could have had Metallica in the Bay, but nah. Well, Metallica will never play the Super Bowl. They have been asked like 3 times, and they refuse to do it because every act that's played the Super Bowl since the whole Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson fiasco has been pre-recorded or used tracks and lip sync, and they will not do that. So, Joe, I didn't have no freaking stomach shit. That Dave got something different. He got like AIDS or something. I don't know.
Who?
Joe said, "Sorry to hear about your ass faucets."
Oh.
Oh,
That's
Dave
Dave.
got sick licking alligator cloaca.
Right. But that right there is the sheer reason why Metallica will never play the Super Bowl. And, you know, I think in the modern world, I mean, nobody cares. In that aspect, the viewership of it's not going to care about Metallica. Even though at this point in time, they are a legacy band and have been a legacy band for the last decade.
Yeah.
Geez, and guess what songs they would play if they did, or I shouldn't say play, mime.
Well, it'd be easy. They'd probably do a medley and then close it out with "Enter the Sandman" or "Pastor of the Muppets."
Entrance of the Sandman. Is that the one that you guys play?
So that ain't never gonna happen.
I don't blame them. Hope they
So
respond.
they've got some terrible act playing then, I guess.
Yeah, some dude that wears a dress that can't half-ass speak English. So I've never even heard of him.
Was he
Maybe they
Irish
can
or
get
something?
the male
No.
cheerleaders on stage with him.
They got like a cross-dressing dude to
Yeah, yeah,
for football?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
as you
thought
can
that
see,
was like one of the
NFL.
most unwoke things there was.
No, the NFL was extremely woke.
Yeah, men
Bam.
just can't have their own shit anymore.
Stu Petty said it right there.
What do you say? Yes, yeah, okay.
You know, we got
What's up,
fucked
Rambler?
over- Got fucked over with
Ryan's
James
bro.
Bond.
Ryan's brother.
That's what we just. I'm not even gonna call him Rambler anymore. Just gonna say, "What's up, Ryan's brother?" Alonzo says, "Bro, if I can see Creed playing a Super Bowl halftime show, didn't they do that in like 02 or something? Or they played some big football halftime show? I'd rather watch that than Bad Bunny any day."
That is the correct answer. Sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
Jeez.
Not loud enough.
That
Jeez.
that butt bunny has tits. Don't get so started, man. We refrain from political opinions on this show, unless it has to do with guitars and amplifiers, pedals and shit.
That's not necessarily true. But
Yeah.
that's the monicum that we ride under anyways.
Right. What's up, Sarah? How are you? So, yeah. Yeah, there you go. They played like the Thanksgiving game or something. Well, 9/11 wasn't on Thanksgiving. Or Thanksgiving wasn't on 9/11. Were you alive when 9/11 happened? It was an inside job.
I was in university when that happened.
Why was the Sarah, she, her comment hidden? I don't know. I didn't hide anything.
What?
I don't know. Let me check that, because this is freedom until you're talking shit about us. Then I'll hide your comment. Right?
It doesn't show that here on our thing.
And then, make sure you got your shit set to all messages. It's there. You got your thing set to popular or top messages or whatever. You got to change your chat settings to all messages. It's there. Ain't nobody hiding.
Our show's gone woke and we didn't even know it.
Right. You know what? I would go with that, Sova. George Strait should be the Super Bowl halftime show. You know what? That'd be worth fucking watching, actually. I don't even like country, but it's George Strait, God damn it.
Exactly.
Have you ever been to or actually seen George Strait? Or I had the, I don't know what to call it. Is it an opportunity or just the experience? Okay, we'll call it an experience. And holy shit, it was so fucking boring.
Still got to be better than Bad Bunny. Okay, I'm glad you found it.
What is Bad Bunny?
What is Bad Bunny? Make sure
Puerto
you,
Rican rapper and singer.
So you know it's got to be good.
Oh, I didn't even know he was Puerto Rican. Well, I wouldn't watch Taylor Swift play the Super Bowl show neither.
No.
I don't care. That's the truth of the matter is I don't care who plays in the Super Bowl because it's never going to be Atlanta again. Not as long as Arthur Blank continues to own that fucking team. And I really...
Up you. I don't even give a shit about the Super Bowl.
And, yeah. I've seen how their musical acts were or have been. I mean, Jesus Christ, what was the last rock band that played? The Chili Peppers? And then they got flamed because everybody noticed all their shit was unplugged. So.
They probably did that on purpose, right?
Yeah, Kurt, that's, it's in John's closet over there.
Was it sex toys? No, that's
I think that's when it,
Astoria.
I think
in
that's
my closet.
when it all came out that all the shows were, the audio was pre-recorded and everybody lip synced is when everyone realized that the Chili Peppers guitars and shit weren't plugged in. I have no idea what year Aerosmith played the Super Bowl. No clue.
No.
Just get
I put in on the
Crew
football
back in.
pools at work to try and win money because I like to gamble sometimes. And I usually at least win some money. So, and that's completely random anyway. That's because all the other performers are used to lip syncing, Dave.
want to ask Motley Crue, it'd fit right in.
Well, look, man, Neil's had like 5 strokes or something.
Since last week.
He had like 3 of them he didn't even know he had. So.
Red Hot Chili Peppers got shit because none of the other performers over the years got caught lip syncing.
No, none of the other performers got shit for lip syncing. That's because all the other performers normally lip sync and everybody knows it.
That's right, Bo. They were doing the unplugged version.
Right.
You know what I hate?
Oh, don't get
Having
me
to
started.
wait a week between Tulsa King episodes. That
Yeah.
really chaps my ass. Just saying.
Yep. I watched it Sunday. It was a good episode. I like me some Robert Patrick. And that's what fucking Stallone doesn't realize is now he's fucking with a Terminator.
That's right.
So
Second generation Terminator.
Vince Neil loves a Super Bowl. Goes into Chipotle. He's like, yeah, give me get a Super Bowl.
He goes for the good stuff. P.F. Chang's.
Right.
So I finally, after first time ever, probably about a month ago, I went into Chipotle.
You didn't miss
what all
much.
the hubbub was about. Fucking terrible.
Overpriced as shit too.
Eh?
Super
Believe it or not,
overpriced.
We have some pretty good Mexican up here.
Yeah, but did you walk into Chipotle and they're like, "Welcome to Chipotle"?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What would
you
you
know
like
you're
in
in
your
the wrong.
burrito bowl?
Go back up, look at the fucking. What does this say up here? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So, I had a viewer request topic for us to talk about tonight, since we're kind of all over the place. The Nuno thing was short and sweet because there's nothing to know yet.
Right.
The question is, what do you guys listen for in an amplifier and speaker cabinets that you either like or dislike?
Sorry, fucking Dave.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking rights we go.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Quentin fucking James. He played with
There
a
he
flock
is.
of seagulls.
Look at that guy.
You know, I've like how I popped into the show the other night for just for enough time to tell him to shut the fuck up, and I went back to sleep.
That's good. What?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So when you see those hip hop cunts or Latina whores or fatso Lizzo dancing like monkeys for 5 minutes and still have breath, you know it's fake as fuck. Jesus Christ, he's brutal. All right. So anyways, what do you guys listen for in an amplifier and speaker cabinets that you like or dislike?
Should we probably do it bit by bit? Because that's a long question, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get it. We can do the speakers and cabs thing here afterwards. So, Jimmy, what do you look for in a tube amplifier? You're going to a guitar store, and you decide you're going to try out a bunch of amp heads. What do you look for?
Well, let's start
Tonally.
with- It's got to be 3 channels. It's got to have at least a half decent clean sound. Preferably, every channel has to have its own EQ. I can't really just say that, it's just, I start off with an amp that sounds a certain way because a lot of that's going to depend on the speaker cabinet that you pair it with.
That's a good point.
I'm not.
'Cause nothing else matters in your guitar tone, just the speakers. Thank you. All this other shit is fucking dumb. It's the speakers. Is that more Glenn Fricker for you?
What kind of music am I gonna be playing? Obviously, everybody already knows.
Right.
Bells and whistles, it depends. I mean, I would like the amp to be somewhat serviceable. A lot of these, newer amps, even, they do sound good, but what happens when they break down, and are you going to be able to find a service? If it goes out of warranty, who's going to be able to fix it?
Energy.
I don't know. I don't really go for it has to sound like a Marshall, or it has to sound like a Mesa, or whatever. It just has to suit my ear at the time.
Reason.
I don't I don't care about, well, the whole, well, it sounds like this or sounds like that. It's like I just don't give a shit. I want to be able to plug in a guitar, plug it in, and not have to sit there and be an endless, turning knobs. I want to set everything at noon and be at least to get a half decent sound out of it and some small adjustments and be like, there it is.
Can't do that with a Bogner.
No.
Because a Bogner with the knobs at noon is about like a Bogner with the knobs at noon is about like a Marshall with the knobs at 2. You get turning them Bogner knobs up.
I think that was a metaphorical noon, though, wasn't it, Jimmy?
No, that's pretty standard though, to go in and just if you set it at noon and just tweak from there. For a lot of people.
So yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, it's not that I don't go out, anymore, but before it was, thanks to the internet, is you can kind of get an idea of what shit sounds like.
Right.
So you can be like, okay, well, that kind of does this amp does kind of that, whereas, do you want, I'm not really looking for a specific sound. I'm just looking for something that, hits my ear, and it's not really anything in particular.
Right.
Because there's sounds that Mesas do that I like. There's sounds that Marshalls do that I like. I'm not really looking for an amp that does it all, because I'm not searching for somebody else's sound. I'm just kind of searching for something that sounds unique and that plays well with what I'm, doing half-assed with a guitar.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, baby.
Boner Jams in with the $4.99 super chat, saying, I heard Kurt was recently arrested for stealing money from the offertory plate at church. He now shares a cell with Keith Campbell. Smooches.
He must have been at one of them Mormon churches.
I knew Kurt was Jewish.
Oh.
Good to see you, Brian Beesman.
So yeah, I mean, you can't. I never was a fan of, buying an amp, taking it home, fucking around with it. I don't like it, let's go return it. It's, thanks to the internet. I mean, years before, we had the internet, but, you play it in the store. It's like, well, how far are you gonna walk into Guitar Center and say, well, I'm gonna need an SD1. I'm gonna need all this shit because I'm gonna go check out this amp, and I need to see how how it works with pedals in front of it, and does the effects loop sound like crap, or but only then. I mean, you're only getting just a little bit into it because you're not in your environment.
Right.
No, but like I said, I don't have a particular sound. I just want it. I want it to play nice with what I've got going on in my ear at the moment.
Sova says he looks for orange amps. I look past orange amps. Fucking hate those things. Quentin says a shitload of gain. Ant Natato Marshall. Okay.
Sure.
KXM Rock says bias points is a big thing for him. Rico says, I thought most people record digital tones these days. Yes and no.
The question was specific to tube amplifiers.
Right. Quentin says Fender Turd Master.
Again, tube amplifiers.
Right.
This is on?
Again, tube amplifiers. My advice is save your money and buy a pretty versatile amp. A Boss is really nice. No, I'm good.
take a pass on that, sir.
It's a mod. I mean, for what they are, for a modeling combo amp, and they've got the head, they are great for their money. But I look at it as like if I'm going to build a rig that I'm going to go gig with, playing the music that I like to play. And a Boss modeling amp or a fucking Kemper or something like that ain't it.
Well, what is it, Andy?
Richard Hole says Mesa, PV, EVH, or Rev.
Got all the flavors there.
Right? Quentin's still jonesing about the diesel VH4, but he only has 2 kidneys and his man juice is cheap.
A lot of jacking, man.
Yo, what's up, 40 Grit?
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
What's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Lock up your wife's boner up in this joint.
I mean, there are lots of, if you don't need 100 watts or 50 watts, I mean, there's plenty of offerings that have, in the, let's say 15 to, 30 watt range that have, all the ins and outs for, running into front of house and all that shit anymore. So, I mean,
Right. I mean, like I said, so I look at it as like I'm going to put something together. I'm going to go play gigs 3 or 4 nights a week playing the music I like to play. And I think actually Darren Malakian from System of a Down said it in a rig rundown here recently. I like a guitar tone that's in between a balls out metal tone and a good hard rock tone. So not, I don't need the super sharpness, of modern metal where they just decide that turning the bass knob off is a fucking good idea. I want to understand. But I need some gain. I don't care about a clean channel because in my experience with amps is most, not all, but most high gain amps have horrible fucking clean channels. You kind of give one or the other. The PRS MT100 actually has a really nice clean channel. And I think that's what they worked the longest on that amp. So, and you go to what you're drawn to. I mean, obviously I like 5150s. I like the Mesa Mark series, especially the Mark IV. I don't care for the rectifiers. Been there, done that, owned one, sold it, whatever. And I like Bogner's and I like Ingles. I need a solid gain structure that, and this, really part of this sound comes from the cabinet and the speakers in the cabinet, is I like to hit the low chugs and you get that thump, punch in the chest like you're thumping on a watermelon, that thump. I like some of this. I like a good amount of sag. I don't have to have I don't like the tightest of the high gain bottom end. I like a little bit of sag in there. And I think that's just because most of the tones I grew up listening to and liking, there was always that whoop, whoop in that bottom end. So I want something that has got some good tube sag to the low end. And if I want to turn the gain to 10 and play the gainiest shit you ever heard, it'll do it. But if it gets where I want for that in-between hard rock metal tone with a gain on about 6, that's where I'm at. Because by the time I add the goop to it, it's going to sound gainier than it is anyway. Right. By the time you put a chorus in there or dual detune or whatever, stereo delays, it's all affects the sound. I don't really like playing amps dry. I need a little bit of delay or something, even on a rhythm sound. But I like a little bit of, and this is something you don't get on a lot of the newer high gain 6L6s, is that chewiness in the mid-range that Marshalls have. So if you can get something that's got like that good tube sag of a 6L6, but with that EL34 Marshall chewiness, that's what I do. You know, without extremely piercing high end. That's kind of where I'm at, in the middle of that. And really the only amp company that I've tried, that I've demoed, and you know, there's a million amps out there that I've never played through or seen in person. And the only thing, and this is an amp that people love to love or they hate it. There's no real in between, like, it's okay. And it's an Ubershaw. I think Bogner does a good job of kind of capturing that midline between, you know, a super hot rodded Marshall blended with your more modern 6L6 sagging low end, super saturated high gain amps. And like I said, I don't, and their clean channels fucking suck. But
They were ever built for that.
no, and you know, all the years I've gigged and shit, I've never used a clean channel. I roll the fucking volume down on the guitar. And if I did have a two, and, you know, like Jimmy said, the dual independent EQs for the 2 channels. I don't have to have a 3-channel. 2-channel, I need separate EQs for the channels because it's really fucking annoying when they have shared EQs. But I would dial the first channel in as basically a clean-ish, you know, an AC/DC-ish kind of thing. A gritty clean, a slightly dirty clean or something like that. It's what I've always done because I've never used a true clean channel. We'd be playing Nothing Else Matters and there's going to be some dirt on it or something, you know. But like Jimmy was saying, that kind of, a lot of that is your speakers and speaker cabinet. And when it comes to that, I've always been a V30 guy. And not those shitty ass Chinese made V30s of like the 2000s. Those suck. My oversized Mesa rectifier cabinet had the Chinese V30s in it, and they were promptly swamped with found some English V30s from like 1992, and that's what's in that cabinet. I don't think the EVH greenbacks are terrible. I did remove them from the 212, my EVH 212, and put V30s in it, the newer English, made in England ones. But I just don't think the EVH 212 sound that great. But I am really curious about those new Eminence Carnivores because I have a Randall cab that actually, it sounded fucking terrible when I first got it. It had the Randall speakers in it, the Jaguars. Those sound terrible. But I like crisscrossed them. It's got 2 Eminence Texas Heats and 2 Eminence Swamp Things in it. And that cabinet actually sounds really good with that pair of speakers. I mean, it's kind of close to how, you know, Dave does the 2 greenbacks, 2 V30s in a cab. So the Chinese made V30s are just way too fucking fizzy on the top end. They've got a fuzz that you cannot get rid of. Quentin's talking about things of yesteryear. I had to bring my voodoo home to run through my cab's effects and play in its loud stage volume. It worked out. Okay. Heard Randy goes to Southern Baptist churches on Sundays to get multiple communions. He always opens his mouth to receive the Lord. I don't go to church. Lucy Grace, 56, says hi. Hello. Hello, Lucy Grace, 56.
Hi.
Hi. Alonzo says, I love my AVH. That tone is just nasty and tight. The MT100 sounds sick as fuck too, though. You know, and I'm a 5150 guy all day. I mean, 5152 is my main amp forever. And I like the threes, and I like the stealth, and I like the EL30. The EL34 100 watt is probably my favorite of the three. And then the stealth would be next. So Rico says, I'd buy the Boss just for the brown sound. I don't know. Beats playing for a real Plexi. Well, and I'm not a Plexi guy, so I don't care any, like the whole Friedman Plex thing, the Jose, I don't care. I don't care anything about that shit. 40 Grit says, I think 50 watt is the sweet spot for me. There's a lot of people out there that prefer 50 watts over 100 watts. Papa Blue says, I heard the Fender Tone Master Deluxe Reverb was a good amp for a solid state. You know, I saw Doug Rappaport playing through one of those, I don't know, a year or so ago, and he said that thing was actually really good. Half the price of a Tube Deluxe Reverb. Lucy Gray says, hi everyone again. Hello. Hello. Scotty says, one plasma rifle in the 40 watt range. Darren says, Randy, don't forget about your modeler preset show when you feel 100%. Yeah. We'll do that. We'll do one on that. Build some patches or something. That'd be cool. 40 Grit says, sounds like you're looking for an EVH. Pretty much, man. And I've got the 5152 and I've got one of the 6505 mini heads. Yeah. Yo says, oh lordy, it's 40. Boner Jam says, Jimmy Biter hangs out with the priest before services on Tuesday mornings.
Yep. We do a bunch of smack and knock around the goddamn nuns.
Well, the only difference between cocaine and crack cocaine is sodium bicarbonate, but I don't want to tell you how to make crack cocaine. Who said that?
Yep. That's why everybody loves going to our church. Our little Body of Christ discs really get everybody up and praising the Lord.
Right. Had a long chat with my brother today. Really expressed John's tone, a mix between Plexi and modern.
That's the goal, basically.
And then Boner Jams is talking about the little whores on the prairie. I mean, house on the prairie. Laura Ingalls Wilder. Deshane is a big fan of SAG. Yeah, SAG is good. Joe Alba says, we're joining after a step away, but on this topic, I can't speak more highly of my Friedman Dirty Shirley Mini and my Sir PT-15.
Yep.
The SM is my spirit animal amp, and the PT-15 makes everything so easy and loud. Yep, we hit the Nuno right off the rip.
You got something to say, though, you can jump on, buddy.
Would Jimmy wear the... Jimmy don't go to church, but I'm sure he'd walk right in there with that.
I'm sure, that would seem more appropriate, wearing that.
There you go.
Jimmy walks in. I hear you like to speak in tongues.
I heard there's virgins here.
Brian Peterson. Boner Jam says he wore it with his tux on his wedding day. I'm way behind in the chat.
I didn't have a tux. It was one of those shirts that looked like a tux.
Yeah.
Does
Sleeveless,
the
of course.
PV-152 cover all that? It's pretty damn close, dude. The clean channel on it sucks, so I use it as a crunch channel. And then I just would boost the leads with a tube screamer. With the gain pretty much turned off. Just for a mid bump, and that's about it. Smidge more gain. Hi, Dave. Hi, Randy. Hi, Scott. Just ordered a white 63 Impala.
SG.
Same thing.
Have you ever tried a Friedman Cantrell or a BE? Yes and yes. And I had the BE Deluxe Synergy module.
I ran a BE Deluxe before I got this.
Yeah, I've played the BE 100 Deluxe, and I've played the JJ, or Double J as Cantrell calls it, the JJ 100. Ryan and I, there's actually a video of Ryan and I at Big House Guitars in Atlanta jamming through one of the limited edition ones, the white Tonex Double J's. And some jackass commented on it. It's like, you guys are going to go deaf playing it that loud, sitting that close to it. And it's like, you can literally hear string noise, bro. It's not that loud. It was pretty funny. He's talking about how loud it is, and you can literally hear in the video. Like, it ain't that loud. Quentin says he needed a clean channel to play some Hootie. 40 Grit says, I love my 5152. Yep. Boner Jams loves seeing Nibbler sexting while Randy speaks. Maybe he's sexting me.
He's got an open video of his ball.
Papa Blue says, I've got an old Crate V series, all two head, dirty channel, sounds muddy, so I ran a 7-band EQ in the effects loop and pedals up front. Sounded pretty good. Well, there you go. Boner Jams is asking Quentin, when will you bring some of the OFU crew on with you and Brand? Big show with Deshane, Randy, Ryan, Brock, Way, Thong, and Trev. Jimmy and John and I and Ryan here and there make our appearances on the Guitar Talk Universe on some Sundays.
I was there last Sunday.
Bo said he used to have a blue Voodoo in the 90s and it was stolen. Oh, that's right. Quentin has his pronoun surgery tomorrow. Anti-DIY HVAC. Looks like we are still missing some players here. No, I'm back, man. What are you talking about?
This is Tuesday.
The blue doo-doo. Yeah, that's what I've always called it. Alonzo says, I like the 50 watt. I feel like you don't really need one if you gig. I'd say go for 100 if you want more room in the studio. Wolfie tours. A lot of people tour with the 50 watts. And the thing is now you walk into any fucking club or whatever and with a 100-watt head, and the sound guy or the bar owner or whoever looks at you like you just left the insane asylum and need to go back. Because they're all about noise. So,
something about the headroom of 100 watt though, and I don't mean volume. I just mean big iron sounds a certain way.
Right. Trying to see where we're at. John, what do you got, bud? What do you look for in an amp? Like we haven't went down this journey with you.
Well, that's pretty much like for I was out gigging all the time and I didn't have to pack this shit around. It would be a combination of that and a B30 greenback cab. That's just kind of what I've come to like, the Marshall vibe. But when it comes to like going into if I got the chance to go into some of the stores you guys go into, just plugging in and getting inspired by something, right?
Right.
Like an AC30, a good one, Jesus, they got to have that certain something to them. But I found like a lot of the Mesa stuff, like the what's the Mark series?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get some good tones out of those.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a rectifier.
No, fuck no. I had one of those and got rid of it too. Same thing.
Out of the Mark series, I've played a 4 and a 5, and I've played the Petrucci, the JP2C.
Yeah.
And I still really liked the 4.
Yeah.
But the thing is Petrucci's amp was designed to do what all of the prior Mark
Iterations.
series do. It does the 2C plus thing, it does the 4, and it does the 5.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I played a Mark 5, I guess, combo. I think it was like a 112. It's just a small fucking thing.
Yeah.
I think it sounded great. I played it for hours, and I saw it was like $4,000 or something. I'm like, fuck off. No.
Dude, that fucking when Andy came down here, that Morgan, it was a 12 watt Morgan combo.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, for a clean amp. I mean, dude, that thing would punch you right in the gut.
Yep.
It's phenomenal.
That's the thing with amps. There's Morgans. There's, I'm sure the Dumble thing, but I mean, even a lot of good, clean Fender amps. When you play them, it's like, wow, there it is. It's
Yeah.
I love amps. I love amps like you love guitars.
If I had to buy an amp solely for a pedal platform
Yeah.
to gig with,
Yeah.
I'd go drop 2 G's on one of those Morgans in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking amp it's a 12 watt amp. And that thing was so fucking loud on 2. I mean, you could easily gig a club with that. And just put your overdrives or whatever in front of it, and it had a loop.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, and there's a whole group of amps that kind of do the round face Fender, which is basically cleanish, dirty with a something pushing in front of it. That Chris Buck kind of tone and
Right.
all that sort of stuff, man. It's just awesome, but it's a expensive rabbit hole to go down.
You know, at one point in time, I was the owner of a 1957 Fender Pro,
Right?
old tweed amp. Had the big Jensen 15
Yeah.
in it,
Yeah.
and I got it for free at the same time that I got a 1955 Gresh Country Club in Cadillac Green.
How much you get for the pair?
I sold the Gresh for $4,000 in like 2006.
Yep.
I sold the amp probably 2 years later for $1,200. Boy, what I didn't know, or if I knew now, if I knew then what I know now.
Yep.
But yeah, I was fucking 19, 20 years old and didn't give 2 shits about a old Fender amp that didn't do anything but clean.
Mm-hmm.
I never turned it up
Right.
to deafeningly loud volume or put an overdrive in front of it or something.
They do something, man. When they get loud or break up or when they're pushed, fucking hell.
You know, Ryan always gives me shit about it was stupid that I sold that AVH Music Man. The piece of gear that was stupid for me to sell was that fucking Fender Tweed Pro.
Yep. Yep.
That was the stupid selling decision. I don't even give a fuck that I sold that Gresh.
Yeah. That's not anything that you would come to terms with, really.
No, the amp, yeah, I should have never sold that.
No, that would have been a keeper
I mean,
for sure.
Yep. Yeah, it's funny.
Ask if he was getting some 44 M's installed on his neck.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's getting. He's like, I like 44M.
He can lick his own tits.
Did you see that KXM Rocks is 50 watt versus 100 watts, a compression thing?
There's something to that. To me, it sounds, and I think you're right. I just hear it. A 50 watt amp is a bit of a narrower sounding amp. If you're looking at that 50 watt might be that compression. I had a old JMP 50 watt, fucking
Right.
but it just never. It didn't have the roar,
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of my favorite recorded guitar tones is Cantrell's tone on Facelift.
Right.
And that was a Snorkeler mod, Bogner Snorkeler modded 50 watt JCM 800.
Right. That's one I would like to get some time behind. Is
The snorkeler.
the snorkeler, and then the other one is it's
The ecstasy. The Shiva.
No, I had an ecstasy.
The fish.
No, it's like a hot rodded plexi.
Oh, the Helios.
Yes, I would like to rip on one of those for a minute.
That, you know what? I played one of those. Well, you saw it. We played one of those. No, we didn't because I went and video that. That's what was the other amp we played through Andy's telly through.
Okay.
In Righteous was I think it was a 50-watt Helios.
Right.
Helios. That amp fucking smokes.
Yeah.
Especially if you put an SD1 in front of it.
Yeah. I would love.
What's
to have it go
cool about that head is it's got the switch is called 11, the 11 switch,
Right.
and when you flip the switch to 11, it just dimes every fucking pod on there. You only have to turn, like they don't do anything. The master volume is it.
Right.
And
Is
it
it
just-
it's hot rodded though, isn't it? It's not a steak like my SL68 was basically a fucking stock plexi.
Yeah, it's hot rod. It's got a little more gain. I mean, you're not going to play modern metal out of it or anything.
No. That's cool. Yeah. I would love to have a go on one.
Joe Alba says a creamback plus a greenback plus a blasting a 20-watt Marshall with master decked and the gain around 5 or 6 is his happy place.
Yep, I could see that.
Quentin says they're removing the other half of my thyroid, but I have a Groupon for a set of 44M Temu boobs. Bubes.
Which means one side will be bigger than the other.
Well, that's to to mimic the naturalness of it all, right?
Joe says Morgans are great, but without an effects loop, it's a little tough for how I like to play. I thought that one we were goofing around with had a loop.
It's a master volume amp, though, isn't it?
That 12-watt one may not be.
Or non-master volume.
I'll have to look up. Carry on. I'm going to look this up.
You guys see the new Engel 20 watts?
Yes.
So fucking busy with work, having a chance to do.
It's got an IR, built-in IR and all that crap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, it does. It doesn't have a loop. If that's the same one, it doesn't have a loop. Or it might have been the MVP 23. I don't remember. No, there's no loop. No, it was 12 watt. It was the 12 watt one. See, it shows you how much I know about Morgans. I just know that fucking thing sounded great.
Yep.
It's not a Duma.
No, very insist.
I just want to remind everybody as of year 3 here, Quentin still has a dress for sale. Just saying.
Must be asking a little too much for.
Dave says a Gresh that won't stay in tune.
That's complimentary, isn't it? You can buy a Gretsch. Free of charge, as you like to say, my friend.
Right. Yeah, the new Engel. So I've played a lot of the Engel amps, and the Savage is my favorite. And the 120 and the 60 sound almost identical. They're both great. If I were to go to the store tomorrow and buy an Engel, it would probably be the Savage 120.
So,
If they didn't have the 120, I would have no problem leaving with the 60 and be happy. The Fireballs are great. The Steve Morse amp, what is that? Is the Powerball the Steve Morse amp? Or has he got his own? I don't remember. They got a lot of ball amps: Iron Ball, Fireball, Powerball.
left ball.
Victor Smolsky used to have a signature Engel. That amp was cool. And then the Marty Friedman Engel's fucking awesome too. Quentin wants to know, why do they still add tremolo to combos anymore?
It's a part of the circuit.
Well,
Like,
Quentin just puts his box fan in front of the cab. Just controls the fan speed.
but those circuits, they
Yeah, there you go, Sammy. He's got Steve Morse has his own Engel.
Yeah. For the tremolo and vibrato circuits, they add more than just the effect.
What the fuck is a tremolo?
You've
that
never
how,
seen
like-
like a tremaverb or any of
Is that
those?
how like a Canadian spells tire with a Y?
Oh, did I say it wrong?
It's tremolo. Or you can say it like some people down, when it's spelt OLO, people down here tend to say tremolo.
Okay. You know what I was meaning, anyways.
Yeah, I just say tremolo.
Tremolo. Aluminium. Tire. Curve.
Wheel.
Trey Molo.
Train blowing? What? Tranny blowing?
Whoa, we ain't talking about that, Quentin. Lonzo
Speaking
says,
of blowing trannies, is it normal for my F-150's tranny to whistle? Almost a purr?
yes. Is it really supposed to do that? Probably not, but they pretty much all do it.
Oh, okay.
Those things make all kinds of fucking noise. They suck.
And every once in a while they confuse themselves. And
They suck. I hate that 10 speed. I want to talk about work. I gotta go back to that fucking place and like.
no, I needed something to tie back into blowing trannies. Right? I knew that you knew about Ford transmission.
Joe says only if it doesn't know the words. Alonzo says tremolo pedals are cool. I tried one the other day and I might get one.
Mm-hmm. Or they have optical and what's the other one called? Jimmy should know.
LFO.
There you go.
Hard to, yeah.
I just do
They're
digital
tricky things. Those
I mean, that's
tremolo. Is that how you say it? Tremolo.
Trey Molo.
Tremolo. Tremolo. That's what the fuck
Trey
it is.
Migos,
Trem.
Trey
How's that?
Molo.
Trem pedal.
Yeah, see, there you go. Papa Blue says, I remember way back before you could get pedals, tremolo on an amp was all you had.
Uh-huh.
What was that Crimson and Clover? That whole fucking song's tremolo?
Optical, FET, and oh, there you go. Scotty. That's why Scotty's here.
I got my first shitty batch of NYXLs.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. Tell us your story.
So, you guys know I've done some work on this guitar because I'm keeping it. And I love it, so I got to make it mine. Well, you know, I put the pickup in and the block and the back springs and all that shit. As you can see, we're down to 2. You know, I restrung it. D'Addario NYXLs, 9 to 46.
Great story.
I've had some fucking tuning problems with it since. If you bend like the G and the D, if you would bend or whatever, it would always be flat afterwards, 5 or 6 cents, enough to know it was out of tune. You know, you whip the bar back real quick, it'll come back. And I'm like, what the fuck? It hadn't been like that. It's actually been raw. I've actually been praising like how whatever they've changed with these 1000 series trims and shit is working.
Yeah.
And so I went back and I made sure again that the 2 nut securing bolts back there were tight. They are. There's no grooves in the nut. I swapped the D and G pad from another locking nut. Didn't make any difference. decked the Floyd just by, I mean, it's barely tilted back, but I just ran the springs in until the block was against the body. It's barely tilted back. Still fucking did it. I was talking to 40 Grit about it, and he's like, bro, it's got to be the nut. He's like, it's a 1000 series nut. It's got to be the nut. He goes, could be the strings. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to change the G string first, and I'm going to buy an original Floyd for that anyway, because I pretty much put on everything I keep. And I got off the phone with him, and I was like, fuck it. So I went in there and grabbed an Ernie ball, because I don't have any more D'Addarios. I've got like 10 packs of Ernie ball hybrid slinkies. So I went there and grabbed a Ernie ball G string, come in here and just threw it on real quick, tuned it up, stretched it out, locked it down, problem solved. This is a fucking string. All right then. Fuck you, D'Addario. $14 set of pack of strings, and it'll stay in fucking tune.
Now, do you buy them in batches of like 3 or whatever?
I usually will get like the 3 packs from Sweetwater. I don't buy my strings on Amazon, just because you can buy fake shit on Amazon and not know it.
D'Addario actually has a store on it.
So does Ernie Ball does now, or they've had started one a couple years ago, because there's a ton of fake Ernie Ball strings on Amazon.
And D'Addario as well. I got nailed way back when I caused this whole thing of me trying every other string, and then I was so kind of like, yeah, I really like those. So I tried another pack, and they were fucking fine. So I got a bad batch, like, because I do buy them on Amazon.
Right.
And I didn't. I must have saved $2 and bought them from a fucking Chinaman or something, because they were no good. Not at all. And now they were fine. Years since you go right to the D'Addario store and you get them. I get them for like $13 a pack.
Yeah, they're
NYXLs.
They're $13-14 a pack here. So
yeah, I get them on special. It's good.
Yeah, I usually buy the 3 packs from Sweetwater.
Yeah.
Scotty wants to know, where can I get large head pick guard screws like Ibanez ones that don't suck and the heads won't twist off? Stumac? I don't know.
Philadelphia Luthier Supply. Or Ace Hardware. Or you can find them, but you have to do some digging on eBay. But you don't want zinc, you want solid steel screws.
Rich at Ibanez Rules. He said Stumac, North Philadelphia Luthier Supply has them. In that case, I don't know. I don't know if Monster Bolt sells pick guard screws or not.
Yep. Or look at a fastener company like Fastenal. Or, well, I mean, sometimes you can find
You guys have
local
Acklands down
independent.
there?
I mean, a lot of times I just go down to Ace Hardware, and they generally will have something that I'm looking for. I'm sure you're wanting the oval head Phillips. The flute oval head Phillips. Or you can ask Steve Brand.
The elusive Brit.
Well, do you want the right shit or not, Scott? You're probably gonna have to pay for ones that aren't shit. I mean, you're just gonna have to get past that fact that shit's getting more expensive. They're not gonna get any less expensive. So that's just a part of life that you're either gonna have to either bite the bullet or just stick with the shit screws.
I know Warmoth, if you they'll give you the option if you do a custom pick guard if you want the holes fucking done for large screws or not. I don't know if they sell the large headed screws. I've never looked. I just like regular pick
Put the
guard
grommets
screws
in
done
like
done.
they do on the back of your neck, Jimmy. Way around. Steel screws.
Harbor Freight has the best.
Well, it'll probably be like, you know, a lot of these like door hardware companies that, you know, for a long time, you know, you're paying, you know, for like, say, like an interior door handle.
Right.
You know, it's all, you know, custom escutcheons and, you know, knurled handle and all this bullshit, you know, $800 to $1,000 for a door handle. And if I don't know how many times I had to play Captain Save-A-Ho with other people installing door hardware because the fasteners that they send with those things are the biggest hunks of shit. Is if you don't literally oversize the holes and the screws just like barely grab, especially like on an oval-headed Philister screw, and even with a hand screwdriver, pop. It's either this super soft brass or anodized zinc crap. So it's like, but I mean that's you know the bullshit. They cut corners, and the best place is those goddamn fasteners.
Right.
And it's like, yep, get $1,000, you know, a pop hardware, and it's like, yep, go through the bag. Okay, that's the hardware that comes with. Throw them out and go find, you know, some solid metal, real metal screws for shit.
Right.
And then you fire anybody who uses a goddamn drill to put fasteners in.
I don't know who that is.
Mr. Master Car.
It's coming
Master
from
Car,
Bo.
it's just another
Chances
fastener.
are it's good.
It's another fastener company. I mean, there's tons of them across the United States. The thing is, they're all getting their fasteners from the same places.
China.
Yeah, for the cheaper stuff. And
I like
some of the better
I like
stuff.
I like the Taiwanium.
Taiwan Lunium.
Or you learn how to anodize metal.
Got my little foundry out back.
Jimmy, do you know how to anodize metal?
Of course he does.
Yep. There are lots of videos on YouTube if you are looking into, if you want to turn something black.
Yeah, Ball of Cries fucking got into that a few years back. Taking on like melting down fucking lead wheel weights and shit. Make bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the problem is they don't make fucking wheel weights out of lead anymore. So you're sitting there thumbing through the old used wheel weight bucket trying to find the lead ones. He was gonna melt all that shit down and make bullets with them.
My dad was using Harbor Freight squeezy clamp, spraying the handle blew through his head. But I saved $10.
I played the intro to Lay It Down, Alonzo. Hope that works. I know Jimmy and I spoiled y'all last week by playing a track.
Can't be doing it every Tuesday.
Gotta be Law and Order.
Yeah.
Well, are we out of
Well, Well,
Is it
Scotty,
gas or what?
you're gonna have to be smarter than the game. Don't want to pay the money? Start using that brain.
Put that on a t-shirt, Jim.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh. Well, anything else on your mind, Jim?
No, not really.
Uh-oh.
I mean, other than the, you know, Tonex.
Money. Thanks, Blue. Didn't know you were not a member.
Jesus Christ.
Wake up!
You were in the middle of saying something, weren't
Yeah,
you, Jim?
Tonex. It's like, it's amazing how, you know, got this, well, you know, list of like 45,000 different captures on Tonet, and 99% of them sound like ass.
Yep.
And so I have yet, I mean, the time that I spent coming up with, let's see, I can safely say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 captures that I basically mixed and matched, pulled it, you know, amp from somebody else, and then found a cab capture that fits with it, which took me, I probably have, I think, probably 8 to 10 hours doing that, and I have yet to find something else that sounds better than what I came up with on ToneNet.
That's funny. Richard Hole says,
And that's
he melted lead once. Neighbor thought I was cooking meth. Wife thought I was getting cancer. Sorry, cut you off, Jim.
But I mean, now I can't say anything for, like, you know, purchased captures, which I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet, because right now I'm happy with the ones that I got
Yeah.
or came up with. So that's just what, I mean, let's see, if you see a capture that's got a capital UR in front of it, it's probably going to be good. If it's one of Eddie Lentz's captures, they're going to be good. And then, I mean, there's a couple guys that are putting, you know, that'll put a, you know, a freebie on ToneNet. But it's like 2 or 3 guys, you know, people that you've known, but some of them are just tight bastards and won't give freebies away.
I know when I had the Helix, it was the same thing. It was fucking 3 guys made them awesome, and the rest were all shit.
So it's, you know, so if I actually buy a capture packs from somebody, it's going to be the guys that, you know, gave the freebies away. Especially Eddie does a good job of doing captures. I mean, this SIR modded JMP, the number 36, sounds pretty damn good.
There's no Synergy GMP module, though.
No.
Because that one works.
Well, I would probably say, if you're going to give me a choice between the Friedman Plexi module and the new JMP one, I'd go with the JMP because the first complaint about the Friedman Plexi module was too much gain.
Really, eh?
Which is
Mickey
weird
Six
because
got you.
everybody asked Dave, can you give it more gain? So he did, and then everybody was like, it's got too much gain.
Yeah.
So
That
Dave
guy
was like,
can't
yep,
win
fuck
for
you.
trying.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Randall, which is your favorite IRs from Friedman?
The Friedman IRs I've got or the ML Sound Lab Friedman pack. I think the greenback ones sound really good. A couple of the mixed IRs, this blended V30 and greenback sound really good. I actually have been looking at buying the Eminence Carnivore IR pack that what's his name, Christian Cole, German fella, did.
Yep.
Everybody's raving at how great those are. So, why did I sell my triple rectifier solo 150 watt fucking obnoxiously loud head? Because I got fucking tired of everywhere we played, the sound guy wanting to turn the cab around backwards or re-EQing the head or go into a recording studio and getting told to turn it down or fuck, not another triple rectifier. Just wasn't my thing, man. It's way too loud, way too much gain, and that's coming from me. It's way too much gain, it's way too loud. For the money, there's better options out there.
It's the type of game, too. It's like that buzz song, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's rectifier. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah.
And, you know,
It did its thing, man. It fucking pioneered the whole fucking new metal.
did it?
bullshit, no?
Did it? Did it
Well,
really?
What do you think? No?
Well, I mean,
It sponsored a lot of tours then. How's that?
well, originally, the original rectifier was literally a fucking Soldano clone, but with the selectable solid state or tube rectifiers. I think the early 90s, through the mid 90s dual rectifiers, I still think they sound good.
They do.
I forget what the fuck the revisions are, but
Yeah. My buddy has a dual rectifier. I think it's a Tremorverb or something.
the
Got
road,
nothing like the what we think of as like a triple rec.
the Road King sounded good.
Yeah, I just about bought one of those.
An oversized cab IR. Are you asking me about Friedman one or? I'm actually using an oversized Mesa cab IR with my presets on here.
That was almost part of the secret sauce, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm real curious if I want to drop $50 on that Eminence Carnivore IR pack.
Government. You guys have government hot dogs? Is that a joke?
Yeah, you get them at the Dollar General.
Made from the finest lips and assholes.
Yeah, when I play on my fucking Ampero, it's an oversized rectifier 412. B30s mic'd with a dual mic'd. Our Mesa cabs MIDI, no.
No.
Especially the oversized. But anytime you hear me play with this Ampero on here, it's an oversized rectifier. V30s, mic'd on the cap edge with a 57 and a 121.
Oh, Oh, the old Royer trick, hey?
Yeah. And then, yeah. But yeah, Mesa cabs, MIDI, no. Mesa
Funny
cabs.
you say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, that's the thing. That's if you ever notice, a lot of the guys, especially in metal, that play 5150s, they always pair them with an oversized Mesa cab because let's face it, a 5150 is a fucking mid-range slammer high gain head. So you get a lot of your low. I mean, and they got a shit ton of low end too if you dial it in, but you can get it back running it through an oversized Mesa cab. I mean, that's exactly what the fuck I do. So, no, they are not MIDI.
That's why I have that.
Yeah. I think they're actually a pretty well-rounded cab, to be honest with you, the oversized ones. At least I've got the 212, and it's pretty, it's got good bottom, good mids, good highs.
The angle oversized cabs are really good too.
Right. That's what this one is right here.
It's the angle. It's oversized.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to bed, guys. Have a good one. See you, Sammy.
It's getting about that time for me.
I think we're going to get out of here. I keep going about Tonex a little bit.
Nope. That's all I had to say about that.
I'll go play.
Oh.
Well, I'll add one more thing. Tonex is actually doing a very good job of updating on a regular basis as people, voice concerns with things that they, may be an issue for them, like volumes on cab captures seem to be a little low on the overall volume, or default volume. So there's lots of them that were like super quiet, and you couldn't turn them up. There's no way to turn them up unless you crank the master volume on the amp that you were using, or if you took the compressor and put it either in front or in back of the amp and then turned it up to try to generate more volume. But at the same time, you're also creating more gain, which, may be probably a bad thing. So they corrected that today. They had an update today to correct that default volume so that they're trying to keep things, all at the, relatively the same volumes. I mean, that's the problem I have with, trying to find different cabs for the amps that I'm using, because the people that did the captures actually knew what they were doing, and so the captures have plenty of volume. And I found cab captures with, that had the, similar volume that, matched the amps. So everything, that's where I think I kind of got lucky with. And, even though it sucked sitting out here for hours doing it, as it paid off, because I think I ended up with some free shit.
Yeah.
Just by putting in a little bit of work. Now, yeah, it's my time. My time's expensive, but oh well.
The schedule.
Put the time into something, you generally don't get the result you want.
Yep.
So, but fuck line 6.
Get a capture of your light rig. All right. I guess we'll say goodnight. Been here for long
They
enough.
do, Scotty. It's an actual cab capture. Closed mic, room mic, front, back.
What doesn't matter? It's only the speakers.
That's right.
Okay, Glenn. 'Cause,
Steve Gunner says. Is they all under the IK Multimedia umbrella? Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, the Tonex thing it's still pretty young. So, I mean, I imagine within the next year and a half, is that Tonex will be coming out with probably a more in-depth pedal. It'll
Right.
probably be bigger with more bells and whistles, ins and outs, more buttons. And may have an option to, I mean, if you know a computer programmer or somebody who's good with that shit, you could probably put amplitude into one of these pedals anyways.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Sitting here in silence now. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. We'll catch y'all later.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.